welcome to my peach puff video. Okay, so what this is a French dessert, and it's basically puff pastry, peaches, and this almond meal thingy. I think they call it a peach jalousie or jalousie. I don't know, that's why it's called peach puff. Alright, so I'll write the recipe below for you to make it easy for you. So I'll just give you a rough run through. So we need 2 sheets of frozen puff pastry, a couple of eggs, some almond meal, vanilla extract, some butter, a lemon just for a little bit of lemon juice, some caster sugar, a little bit of plain flour. You need the 500 grams of peaches, which roughly works out to 4 peaches that size. And we need a little bit of demerara sugar, which we sprinkle over the top, which is like little squares of sugar. So if you go where your normal sugar is, you'll find it there, no worries, only a couple of bucks a bag. So demerara, I'll write it all down. Let's do this. So what we're going to do first is make the, I don't know if it's called frangipane or frangipane or however the hell it is. I call it almond stuff. Alright, so first of all we're going to make that. So what we need is 60 grams of butter in a smallish bowl. We need to get it to room temperature. Then we need 1/4 cup of caster sugar in there. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. Now we want to get our electric mixer and we want to beat it on low until it's nice and creamy. Alright, that literally only takes a minute, but as you can see, I probably should have used a smaller bowl. Alright, once we've done that, we want to add 1 egg. And we want to beat it again until the egg's beaten in properly. Now we want to stir in 2/3 of a cup of almond meal or ground almonds and 1 tablespoon of plain flour, and just mix it in together by hand. Okay, we have now got our almond stuff. So we set that aside, and what we want to do now is we want to preheat our oven. Oh gosh, I think it was 100. No, we want to preheat our ovens at 200 degrees Celsius, and we want to get out 2 sheets of frozen puff pastry to thaw out. Now while that's thawing out, we want to get our peaches out and we want to slice them up really thin and put them in a bowl so they're ready to go. Now I'm pretty sure, I wasn't actually sure what type of peaches they're going to be, and by the look of it, they might be clingstone. Yay! Alright, so it just makes them a little bit messier and harder to get out. So alright, so I've got this one first. So we just want to slice them up really thin. Nice thin pieces like that. And chuck them into the bowl. Okay, now we've sliced all our peaches up. Oh, they are so yummy. Alright, the next thing we want to do is we just want to squeeze some lemon juice. Alright, I think it's a tablespoon of lemon juice we're going to need near the end, yeah. So we want to squeeze a tablespoon of lemon juice and put it into something, because we're going to use that to brush over it after. Alright, once we've got our tablespoon of lemon juice, we'll sit that aside so that's ready to go. Now the next thing we want to do is crack an egg into a bowl, and just with a fork we just want to beat it up and set that aside for a minute. Now our puff pastry should be almost thawed out, so the next thing we want to do is grab a cookie tray and put some baking paper on it. Alright, now our puff is finally thawed out. Now this is what I call the dry side, and when you peel it back, that's what I call the sticky side. So when we're ever doing something like this where we're putting 2 bits of puff pastry together, I always have this as the 2 insides. So you don't need anything, they'll join perfectly. So we've got to cut this one in half. I want to try and do it exact. So just get a crease in it, open it back up, slice her down the middle. Now we want to put it onto the oven tray with the sticky side, which is this bottom side, faced up. Okay, so we want to put them on the baking tray we've got ready, like so. Okay, now we want to grab our almond stuff, just give it a good mix up again. And we want to divide it in half, and we want to put half on each piece. Now we want to leave a 2 centimetre gap the whole way around it, and we want to paste this stuff on in the middle. Oh, this is just so good. Alright, now we want it done that. We want to put all our peach slices on, doesn't matter which way you do them, whatever way, as long as you keep that 2 centimetre border. And we just want to put them all over them. Now once we've laid them, I did them all different ways just to show you, it doesn't matter. Just layer them. A little few more over the top. I've got a few left, but I'll just munch on them. Okay, once we've done that, we'll just set that aside for 2 seconds and grab our other puff pastry. Now with this one, we want to cut it in half again. And this time we want to make sure, alright, we want to fold the halves in half carefully. We don't want to squash them on long ways. Alright, so just fold it over to exactly half long ways. Now we want to cut in them. We want to leave that 2 centimeters around the whole thing. So I'll go where 2 centimeters is. So it's 2 centimeters around the border. And I'm going to cut through. And roughly one at every 1.5 centimeters. We're going to cut through, leaving that border around the sides and the top. Okay, now we've done that, we're going to carefully open it back up. Alright, and now we've got it open. I'm going to carefully peel it off, and remember, I want this side now face down. So get it like that. Okay, I'm just going to grab the thing because I want to show you while I'm doing it. Make sure I get that in view. Alright, so then we put it down on it, nice and carefully, to the edges. Just straighten it all up. Push down the edges. And once you push down the edges, it's up to you if you want to roll them a bit. I do. So I'll just roll the ends over. Like that. And fold the other end over. Oh, come on. Like I said, you don't have to do that, but I like doing it. I like them to be sealed right in there. And same with this one. Press it down really well. And then I'm just going to fold it over. And same with the other side. Press it down really well. And fold it over. Got so excited that I forgot the lemon juice. And what we were supposed to do is put half of the lemon juice on each one using a brush. And just spreading it on. Alrighty, coat them in our egg. So I'll do them one at a time so the egg is still wet, and just sprinkle 1 teaspoon on. Now as soon as our oven gets to temperature and it's nice and hot, we want to chuck them in there for roughly around 20 minutes until the pastry is nice and browned. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, mate, they smell amazing. Oh, 23 minutes in my electric oven. Check these babies out. Well, there you have it, my friends. Peach puffs. Oh, yum. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome night. You know me, I'll be back. Bye.